It's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
All right, guys, let's talk a little Coastal Carolina. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
And the whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the shot to clear is racing to the line in the hurry-up.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Tight end now in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. All kinds of time before he fires right. He's got it! And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got some room headed to the goal line. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. You force them into 3rd and medium. Now you get a situation where you're playing pass, but, man, got to do a better job of keeping that rabbit in the cage. Don't let him outside the pocket, because when he does, you see right there, he chews up 10 quick and gets that 3rd down conversion.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And the Wildcat has turned to disaster. A big loss as the defense was all over it. They'll run play action. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that 1st down play. Now giving up a negative play on 2nd down. You better be very careful about this 3rd down play call.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Here's the pressure. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
Man, that hurts. If you're the offensive coordinator, you need to come up with a completion or a 1st down. The quarterback had all day to throw that football. He had well over 6 seconds to throw that thing from the pocket. Incredible job in pass pro. Somebody's got to get open, but the quarterback has got to be more accurate when you've got that much time. Incomplete now sets up 4th down.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So UTEP's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Running back searching for a hole. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Cherry. Zings it complete to the right. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, it sets up 4th and short now early in the game, and this is a massive decision for the head coach because it is early, and how aggressive are you willing to be? You can get this first down, pay it off, go score, create some incredible momentum, or you don't get it, it completely backfires, and now your opponents are literally knocking on the door.
Makes the grab past the marker. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
The Miners are marching down the field. The give to the back. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
And the Miners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Takes the handoff. It's Johnston. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. One final play before the end of the quarter. Let's go. They'll go to the ground. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. In the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Dropping back, it's Cherry. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And how about this defense? Not getting frustrated. They've given up a bunch of yards. You're down in your scoring area, but nice job bowing your neck on third down, forcing the fourth down, not getting frustrated. Good job focusing by this defense.
Motion from the wideout. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He caught it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Niners! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Takes a handoff. It's Karapateas. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Monroe. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Chanticleers headed quickly to the line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Chanticleers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now they'll try the right side. Across the 35. A huge pickup, knocked out of bounds at the 30, but they are in business. The Chanticleers are on the move.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Behind the chains now on second and long.
as an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
And the shot to clears have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, go through Carolina.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So it's an 80-yard drive, and what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for a man. It's Cherry. Got his man down the middle.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The Miners getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Gore. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
What's a nice job by the receiver there on the slant throw. Gets across the defender, makes the nice catch, hauls it in.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Scanning the field, it's Cherry. That's caught. It's Upshaw. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Trying to keep this drive alive. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Miners kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job of the base defense making a play.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Miners lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Looking to throw for it. And the misconnection on third down.
You've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on third down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
They'll run for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense.
Man, you got to know when to give it up. You can't just keep retreating and going backwards and backwards and backwards, thinking at some point you're going to outrun everybody and make a big play. That play was doomed from the get-go, and it was going the wrong direction.
Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Oh, he's got some space. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat type first half, or as they call it here, just another typical Boca Raton Bowl. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust.
The shot that clears will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Finds his man down the middle. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Miners can really attack on this second and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Cherry. Grab near the marker, it's Upshaw. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Miners are moving quickly down the field. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to the run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making it.
Turning it on! He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning too. That was beautiful.
RPO. Fire complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Miners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll try the run. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. It'll be third and long. Back to pass, it's Cherry. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. And the Chanticleers want to crank the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Fires to the wideout. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. The Chanticleers will punt this one away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. No fair catches here, looking for room. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the back. To throw, it's Cherry. They're working that left side.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Wants to throw on third down. Fires complete on the crosser. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Miners will have it 1st and 10. Give to the running back.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Got his man quickly. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Miners are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And that's exactly your job when you're in defense. You know, they're going to make throws, they're going to make catches. I got to get them on the ground. I got to limit the yak, the yards after the catch. Nice job breaking on the football, getting the wide receiver on the ground.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. And the field goal unit is on the field. And that's a wobbler, but it grazes its way over the crossbar. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the third.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. On the run, it's Karapateas. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play. So far, and I'll vote for having a classic finish as we take a look at our game stats. All right, stage is set. Let's see how it all plays out here in this postseason showdown. Swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They send the tight end in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He lost one down the sideline. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the shot to clear send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3. Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
To the ground with the back. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass, it's Cherry. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Takes it the other way. The 40.
thing the head coach challenges his team with, guys. Late in games in the fourth quarter, tie ball game, who's going to step up and make a play? That guy did right there. Picking it off, taking it to the house.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Gets it out quickly. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Cherry. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Makes the catch, it's Upshaw. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Miners are on the move. Here's the handoff. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Unloads to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover one man coverage. Just him and the wideout, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He now has 72 yards on the ground so far, and he is closing in on that 1,200-yard mark for the season.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.